It's lunchtime. Tuna and Swiss today. This is one fabulous day. It's Easter Sunday. I'd say it's about 80 degrees right now. It's about noontime. It's going to be time for a swim as soon as lunch is over. I think we're headed for recession in the economy. I got a feeling it's going to be a deep recession, meaning we'll have real slow growth, rising unemployment, and inflation is going to kind of keep its pesky head raised. Although I don't think it'll be as high as it's been, but I don't think that the Fed is going to be able to completely tamp down inflation, because with the bank issues right now, and if companies' earnings start going down and layoffs start accelerating, there'll be a lot of pressure by the politicians on the Fed to start, producing easy money again, low interest rates, which really isn't the right thing to do, because all that's going to do is create more money printing, more lending, more risk, and we're already in so much debt, and we've already got foreign countries not wanting to use the dollar anymore for two reasons. One, for the investments that they have made in government bonds and treasuries, they see us just paying them back with inflated currency, printed money. Oh yeah, we owe interest on the debt. Oh yeah, just print some more money and pay it. Versus using the strength of the economy, the GDP and the tax revenues that would come in from the growth of the economy to pay off our debts. Instead, we just print. So that's one thing that's not good. And then just with the dollar being the reserve currency around the world, where most commodities trade in dollars, countries have to hold dollars. They have to have dollars for trade, and our government has a way of sticking its nose in everybody's business, and if we don't like what they're doing, or they don't do what we tell them to do, then we start putting sanctions on them. Well, what sanctions means is we really interfere with their ability to bank. We really interfere with their ability to trade. We really interfere with their ability to transfer money and make payments around the world. So they'd love to get rid of the dollar, that's for sure, as the reserve currency. You combine all these things: inflation, recession, the dollar losing its status, people not wanting to hold our government debt anymore. It's not good. And the politicians don't seem to want to do the right things. And the common person who just goes about their life, they have no clue of what's going on financially. If you're watching this video and you don't know anything about money and finance and the Federal Reserve Bank and how they control and manipulate things, and how they want to go to a central digital currency to control even more, you better get financially savvy, because those that are financially savvy are going to be able to prepare for the things that are going to happen. They're going to make a lot of people poor, including the already dwindling middle class. I'm not trying to come off as a know-it-all, but I've been around on this earth long enough and just basically had an interest in money and finance, so that, I've spent a lot of time learning about it, and I can tell you that there's going to be some major changes. So become financially savvy, and if you do have money and it's just sitting in a bank account, you better start accumulating assets that go up during inflation, that will still generate income even in recession. Get yourself financially savvy. Now, who am I to give financial advice? I am not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you what my opinion is based upon what I see. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ethereum, like urethra. Now, cryptocurrencies, payment systems run on the blockchain, immutable, auditable, not centralized, not controlled by a government. If you've seen the interest lately in accumulating Bitcoin and how its price has skyrocketed in less than 3 months, from like 15,000 to like 29,000, you can see, what is the demand for the, God, there's flies all over the place around here. You can see demand for, it's almost like people looking for a safe place, a hedge against, financial calamity. And that's typically been gold, right? People put money in gold. But now they're putting money in Bitcoin. Now, the government doesn't like it, and they've done everything they can to work against the banking institutions that have supported the transfer of the dollar into crypto through exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, basically stepping in with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which, it's amazing how our government weaponizes every department to go after things they don't like. And pisses me off. But anyway, Securities and Exchange Commission going after all of these entities. They're trying to destroy crypto in two ways. One is destroy the banking support that they would need for people to convert dollars into crypto. And then the other thing they're doing is they're trying to make the case that a cryptocurrency should be regulated just like a security would, or a stock, which is different, right? Stock is your ownership of a company. Bonds are debt, where you get paid interest for holding debt, holding bonds. Crypto's totally different. So really, they shouldn't screw with it at all, but they are screwing with it. But honestly, I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. You know why? Because the rest of the world is actually adopting it. It is a cheaper way, a faster way, a more efficient way to transfer money and make payments. Today, you put your money in the bank. Then you get a credit card. Then the credit card's going to get their cut. The bank takes your money and puts it in deposits, gives you shit for it and interest. Then they take that money and they loan it out, or they buy government debt, or they buy mortgage-backed securities. And so they've taken your money, given you nothing for it. Then they've invested it. And then if they screw up, which they seem to do a lot, Now that money, whatever they're holding, they've lost a ton of money on it. Then depositors come to get their money back, and they go, well, we don't have the money because it's tied up in these investments. All right, we'll sell the investments so we can get our money back. Well, those investments are underwater now. They're less, we can sell them, but we're not going to get back. We're going to get back less than what we paid to own those investments. You see how screwed up it is, and how we as regular Americans who work hard and save and try to get ahead, how they're just screwing us up royal. Anyway, that wasn't my purpose of this video today. My purpose today was to enjoy the day, not worry about those things. Some people say, hey, why worry about things you can't change? Well, you have to worry, because you might not be able to change them. But if you don't worry and educate yourself, you won't know how to position yourself in the future for preventing what could be a bad situation for you and your family. Get financially savvy. That's my advice. Anyway, so here we are, early April, and the fish are jumping out here in front of me. I'm going to turn the camera around here in a minute so you can see how beautiful it is. Nice. The wind's carrying the boat out. There was no wind at all, and now the wind seems to be picking up from the south a little bit, so it's grabbing the boat and taking it out to sea. I'll have to come down off the hill here and go get it.